Today's workout is workout number 2 from my Lose Your Mommy Pooch workout plan. This plan is designed to heal your diastasis recti, tone and shape your abs, and most importantly, achieve a functional, strong core and a flat belly. It's perfect for anyone who's postpartum and C-section mamas as well. This one's beginner friendly, but make sure you've done workout 1 before moving to this one. All you need is a mat. Let's get started. Hey mamas, welcome to today's workout. We're in workout number 2 from the Lose Your Mommy Pooch workout series. Make sure you've done workout 1 at least for a full week before moving on to this one. We're gonna progress on some of the movements we did in workout number 1 and continue to work toward reducing the mommy pooch and getting a flat belly, stronger, functional core. So let's start on our back with that supine marching. We're gonna come down, and you can place those hands under the small of your lower back so the fingertips touch together. We're gonna do one leg, the front leg up and down, and then switch to the back leg up and down. So we're alternating legs, just gently lifting and lowering. And again, those hands are under the small of your lower back to remind you to press your lower back into your hands and keep that deep core muscle, that TVA engaged. And if you need to, you could go back to workout 1 to remember how to engage your transverse abdominals. But today, we're assuming you know how to do that already, building on that first workout. So keep moving here really quietly as you lower the feet, stopping the knee over your hip so we keep that pressure in those low abs. Rest. All right, we're gonna move on. This time we're gonna reverse that march. So we're gonna start with the knees up over the hips. This is gonna put quite a bit more pressure on your core, so be ready for that. Low back toward the hands, and then we tap one foot at a time. Doesn't matter which one goes first, you're gonna alternate. Knees stop over those hips, and again, you're gonna feel that pressure, but we want that. That's keeping the core engaged, that's making it work harder. If you do need to release pressure, you can bring those knees in for a second and then bring them right back out. If this is too intense, go back to that regular march or go back to workout 1. If you find already that you're not ready for this one, you can stay at workout 1 a little bit longer. There's no pressure to move on quickly through these workouts. They will always be here, hopefully, as long as YouTube is here. So take your time moving through this series. Rest. All right, we are gonna keep moving to a single leg extension. So we're gonna start with those knees over the hips, and then we're gonna extend the front leg out and in, out and in, just the front leg, out and in. So knees are over hips. So we did this in workout 1, but we didn't keep the knees or the feet up. So that's adding a lot more pressure. And again, you can feel your lower back is probably gonna wanna lift here. Do your best to keep it down. If it helps you to put your hands by your side, that works just fine. Sometimes it helps to know if your back is pressing your fingertips into your fingertips. It's engaged where you want it to be. So whatever works for you. Even if you have a mirror, that would be even better if you could watch and see, do you notice any pooching or doming or coning in your core? And if this is too intense, you could always take it up to the ceiling. We're gonna break. We're gonna do the other side. You can release that pressure. Just make sure to re-engage before we go to the other side, and let's do it. Again, you could go straight up or you could go a little higher. You could also go lower if you want to, but we're here for 50 seconds. It's quite a while. So again, do what you can do well for the duration of the interval. And maybe sometimes that's even taking a break, and that's totally appropriate. We are all at our own place postpartum, so we need to respect what our body's saying. And sometimes that's to pull back and take a break or to take it slower. And that's why I created this workout in 10 workouts, or this series in 10 workouts, so you could move slowly and really respect your body and progress as you get stronger. Let's rest. All right, we're gonna move on to a glute bridge. So bring your feet close to your butt. Your heels are down, your hands are by your sides now. You're gonna lift your hips up, squeezing the glutes, and then lightly tap down. Let's do that again, up and then down. So now your back is obviously leaving the floor, but that core is still engaged. Belly button towards spine, like it's zipped up nice and tight. You've got your Spanx on. Your heels are pushing down, and then you're squeezing your glutes at the top of the movement. You can even lift your toes for this one. That pressure staying in your heels is gonna put it in your glutes. And you're lifting the hips nice and high, but not too high. We don't wanna overextend into the back, do you see that? Or into those hip flexors. We wanna keep that burn in the back of the body. So those glutes, those hamstrings. A little bit longer here. And we're gonna build on that movement, taking it to a pulse at the top. Probably one of my favorite exercises because you just instantly feel it working. So coming to the top of that bridge, we pulse it up and down, tiny movement. Again, we wanna keep those hips high, but not too high to where we're arching the low back. We want that drive to come from the glutes and hamstrings. And a good way you know you're keeping it at the appropriate level as well is if your belly is pulled in toward your spine, you're feeling that tightness in your abs. Because if you release it and go into like a bridge position or flaring the ribs, you're gonna see that belly start to dome and the ribs start to flare like I just showed you. So we definitely wanna look out for that. So they're tiny movements, but you don't have to go super fast. Take it as slow as you want to. Honestly, this one is gonna burn no matter how fast or slow you go, so might as well pay attention and go slower. Take time to ensure that the quality is good. Rest. All right, we're gonna keep it moving now to a cat-cow, so gently roll over, hands under shoulders, knees are under your hips. We're gonna relax the belly, look up, arch the back, pull the belly in, tuck the chin, round the back nice and high for that cat. Let's repeat. I don't know why this is a cow, but it is. And then the cat one's obvious to me, but I guess I haven't spent enough time around cows. Okay. Sometimes I have to make jokes because I get bored, but they're not that funny. Okay. Looking up, engage that TVA right here, belly button pulling in. This movement's less mechanical, more fluid, just should feel really good, like almost like a massage on your spine, on your organs. Keeping everything nice and fluid. We need that mobility work as moms too. We get super tight, and that's another part of core dysfunction, is tight muscles, and we want to work on that too. Okay, we're gonna stay in this position, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, belly button pulled in nice and tight. Let's go to the bird dog. So right hand, left leg are gonna lift off the floor, so opposites here, and then switch sides. So in workout one, we did the arms and legs separately. Now we're doing them together. So it's opposite arm and leg. Your arm is going to shoulder height, thumb up. Your leg is going to hip height, toes down. As you lift, you're trying to move simultaneously, and when you do, you're bracing your abs to control it, pushing through the hand on the ground, leaving that position shoulder over wrist. Full extension, take your time, go slow. And you can feel your core having to react to support you here. That's the key here. We're working on stability, and that stabilization, doing things like this that would throw your body off balance, are really working to improve your core strength and stability. Let's rest here. Okay, we're gonna move to a side forearm plank, and we're gonna hold it. So, elbow under shoulder, hip in line with elbow, bottom leg bent, top leg straight. We're gonna reach and hold. 50 seconds, we're staying right here. First things first, I want you to push through your forearm, pull your shoulder away from your ear. Then I want you to lift that underside of your waist, reach up, pull your belly button in toward your spine, really tight through that core. That top leg is extended. You can use that inner edge of the foot to kind of help balance you, press you out of the floor. You could even take the arm over or onto your hip, whatever feels better. Maybe do a few different things to distract yourself. Again, it's a long interval to just hold a side plank. So if you need to take a break, please do it. No pressure to stay with me the whole time. Rest. Okay, let's move it around. Same thing other side. Make sure you're in alignment, elbow under shoulder, in line with your hip, bottom leg bent, extend, reach, lift, lift. Again, we want to be really lifted through that hip, through that shoulder, through the forearm. I also like to reach that arm up to the sky because I feel like it helps me remember to lift and stay engaged as I reach up. Belly button pulled in and up, keep it tight. Halfway there. Keep breathing. We're in the home stretch now. Isometric training, strengthening, stabilizing, and we're there. Workout 2, we've made it. So make sure to do this one again for another week or a couple weeks before moving on to workout number 3. We're gonna continue to build on this sequence of exercises to progress as your body progresses and gets stronger, working toward losing that mommy pooch and getting a flat belly. We'll see you back here next time for workout number 3.